What is up, guys? My name is Junif186 and today we'll be doing a video on the top 5 Black Ops 3 weapons. Now, this list is actually my personal opinion, so these are really not really the best weapons for me, but they could not be the best weapons for some people. If you guys do disagree with any of the weapons on this list, please let me know down in the comments below what your list would be if you did disagree with this. And if you guys do enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and it is always useful when you do that. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's hope you guys enjoy. The first weapon on this list is actually the Man of War. I'm going to say this straight away. This weapon is an absolute beast at close range and long range. Professional Black Ops 3 players, actually like myself, use this weapon often. This gun will probably be used in maps like Infection and Nuketown or Fringe. Those are the maps that are long range and close range, the main ones, to be honest with you. These are the maps that should be that the Man of War should be really used in. This weapon with fast mags it reloads in 1.5 seconds, so kind of like the FFAR fast mags reload. Also, basically has no recoil when you have grip equipped. I suggest you do equip it. I also suggest when you use the Man of War, you use the Specialist Tempest, because both of them shred at long range. Trust me, this thing will actually shred at long range, and even with log barrel, it makes it even better. It makes like a sniper. High caliber on this weapon is actually overpowered. I think you'll get like a 2-shot in the head or 1-shot. I honestly don't have a clue. I don't use this weapon often, but I just like it. It's just a good weapon. The Man of War is for the type of player that stands back and kills people from long range. It's a good weapon from the long range perspective. It will kill in a 3-shot, kill up to 37.5 meters, and then it's actually a 4-shot beyond that. So the Man of War is actually pretty good. You guys could equip rapid fire if you do want to equip rapid fire, but I do not suggest you do that. It's not really that useful. Assuming it will just do like a little bit more damage, but you don't really need that, as you guys can see in the gameplay. If you want to fly with this thing, like, you know, jetpack, use the jetpack often with this thing. I do suggest you do that, because, you know, at long range you can't really head glitch with this gun. Head glitching's for the guns that will be later on the list, like top 2. But this gun is just amazing at long range. It really is. So now I'm going to show you guys my class for the Man of War. Hopefully it will suit your style. Now this weapon is actually a DLC weapon, and it is actually the Peacekeeper Mark II. And when I say, well, I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to say this straight away. And I'll say it again later on in the video. This gun is an absolute beast. Especially at close range. It's kind of like the Man of War, but it wrecks more close range, whereas the Man of War wrecks more long range. And this gun long range it's decent still. And in this weapon it's incredibly overpowered, just like the Man of War. But it shreds better at close range, as I said before. You can run any of the 3 sights that I'm about to say. You can run Reflex, BOA3, and ELO. Or maybe if you want the default sight, but I don't know. The default sight not that great for me. So, but as you guys see in the gameplay, I personally run reflex sight. I think it's honestly useful. You guys could run grip on it, but I mean, is it really do you really need to use grip for this gun? That's the good question. Because as you guys can see, I'm not running grip on this gun right now, and it's honestly shredding everything. Still, I actually went on a big streak with this gun. I love reflex sight on it. ELO does work, and at the beginning, when I tried the Peacekeeper, I actually used the BOA3, and it's actually pretty good. If you're an aggressive player that likes pushing, I suggest you put quick draw on this gun. Your Peacekeeper class should not have a grip though, at all. Its recoil is unbelievably overpowered, as I said before. If you fly up in the sky while shooting with this thing, you shouldn't run stock either. Like, stock is just, I mean, you really shouldn't run stock either. As you guys can see, if I was using stock, I would actually go side to side, as you guys just saw. like side to side faster, but with this gun I like to fly. I always like to fly with any weapon, even snipers. I always like to fly, and it just doesn't suit my style with stock. Anyway, if you're yeah, this thing's just good, really. I do just use fast mags on this thing though. It'll make it so much faster. Like the FFAR, it will just be so good with fast mags. It's unbelievable. As you guys can see, it reloads in like a millisecond. I'm not even joking. It basically doesn't reload, and it's just good. You could run scavenger. It's good though. Like scavenger is pretty much good in any other classes except snipers and melees, but you know, scavenger is just useful if you want to go on a big streak. And yeah, I love the Peacekeeper. I'm gonna show you guys my class now. The next weapon on this list is the Kudo. Now the Kudo is actually overpowered. I generally think the Kudo might be the most overpowered SMG in this whole game, excluding the XMC, because the XMC obviously got nerfed quite a bit. The Weevil was also decent, but I prefer the Kudo over all these submachine guns. And it's just an overall overpowered goddamn weapon. I love this gun with a passion. Not as much as the top two, but it's pretty good. It has a 3-shot kill range up to 3 meters, and it has a 4-shot kill range up to 25 meters, which is really good for the SMG category. And it really is. I mean this right now. I wouldn't normally run Grip though because of the low fire rate, but because Man of War is so strong at long range, I like running my Kudo like a Man of War as well. And it's true. I do like running the Kudo like my Man of War. And it's very good. It really does. It wrecks on close range maps like Nuketown, Combine. It will wreck in any of them close range maps. I don't suggest using this in something like Infection, Evac. I mean, Evac's okay, but Infection, it will just not be a good thing for the Kudo. But the Kudo is just an overall decent gun. I love it. I'll show you guys my class now. You know, just you want to rush with this weapon, do it. It's very safe to rush with this weapon, in my opinion, if you're obviously an aggressive player. The next weapon is the BRM. Now the BRM, man, it is literally the best version of a Man of War. It really is. I love this weapon with a passion more than the ones that were on the list previously. I'm personally an LMG guy. I think it's just a good thing. And the best thing to do with this gun is head glitch. Now in this gameplay you will not see me head glitch at all because I am a very aggressive player. But you could honestly head glitch with this gun. It will actually melt anything in your path. It really is. But the gun that's about to come next wrecks harder. Now the BRM on rapid fire is just a bless. It's literally a blessing. I love rapid fire on this thing. It's just amazing. It really is. I literally love it with a passion. Now LMGs obviously require fast mags. And fast mags is just useful overall. I think fast mags is just the best. Really. Like LMGs, fast mags, always. The Dredge, which is about to come next, fast mags. Everything to do with LMGs, fast mags, except the R70 Ajax, which really doesn't need fast mags because of unlimited ammo. Anyway, the BRM with ELO and BOA3 is very good. Reflex sight for me, personally, it just wasn't a thing. Grip, yeah, I mean, it's always good to run grip. I personally don't run it. Or maybe I do, I honestly don't remember. I don't really use the BRM too much. I only use the #1 weapon on this list a lot. But the BRM is just a safe gun. You need to stay back with this gun. But since I am an aggressive player, I like rushing with this gun. It's literally my favorite thing. I love rushing with this gun. It has a lot of ammo. Extended mags could be required if you guys want to. But in the gameplay, you guys clearly see I don't have fast mags. But, I mean, it really doesn't make that much. It's only like 30 more, I'm pretty sure. But it's not that great, fast mags. I mean, extended mags. Sorry, guys. Next thing, stock, you could run it, but since I'm way up in the sky, I really do not run stock at all. stock is just useless for me. But I don't know if I have it in my class or not. I honestly can't remember. But the BRM overall is just a good gun. It shreds. I got a lot of multi-kills with this gun. It's honestly just the best gun I've probably had in a while. Now the next weapon. And also I'm going to show you my class now. Now, the next weapon on this list, and it is on all time my favorite, is the 48 Dredge. A lot of people that have played with me use this, saw me use this thing and get multiple quad feeds, multiple 5-man, and at least 1 6-man. The people that play with me, especially Slanger. Slanger definitely saw me get a quad feed and all of them with the Dredge. And this thing is honestly an absolute machine. I can literally talk about this thing a whole day long. Now, I'm going to say this straight away. ELO is required. Honestly, I'm going to say this straight away. I am actually a professional 48 Dredge player, if that's even a thing. And I'm telling you now, the ELO is the best thing to run on this gun. BOA 3, it's okay. It's okay. I've tried my first time playing with the Dredge. I did the BOA 3, but then I started doing shit. So I don't suggest use the BOA 3. Reflex, boot, default sight, absolute garbage, and anything else is also garbage. So I do suggest just use ELO on this thing, and you'll pretty much be set for life. The next thing you should honestly I suggest using, is the fast mags. On the previous gun, which is the BRM, I said run on the LMGs, run fast mags, and that's the case here. You need to run fast mags on this thing to absolutely wreck with it. I mean, it takes a long time to reload, obviously, because it's an LMG. Anyway, this thing is a 6 burst gun. It's not a 3 like the M8. It's not like a 3 or the XR2. It's a 6. 6 burst, and rapid fire makes it even faster, meaning you will probably one-shot literally anything with this gun. And I still think this gun is still overpowered, even if they get nerfed. Rapid fire is required on this thing in order for it to melt properly. It will melt at long range, it will melt at close range, it will melt at medium range. It will melt over everything. It really will. As you guys can see, I'm using it in Nuketown, and I'm doing absolutely amazing with it. I just love this gun with a passion. Grip, it's okay to use, but I don't suggest it. The only things you should really run on it is maybe quick draw. Quick draw is pretty good on it. On my other class, I have 2 Dredge classes, and I think one of them actually has a quick draw, or 2, I don't know. But yeah, the secondary weapon on it is the RK5. Obviously, you will need the RK5 while in sticky situations like reloading. You'll probably need to switch weapon and actually use the RK5. It's the most natural thing to use, and it's actually the best thing to use as a secondary. The Dredge is just an overpowered thing. It will melt anything. I am actually like seriously. While enemies are moving, it's not really a one-shot, but yeah. Another thing you could do with this Dredge, it can be used as a rocket launcher, aka if they have a counter UAV, especially counter UAV, use the Dredge and you will destroy the counter UAV in no time. I do suggest use scavenger on this thing if you're going on a streak, assuming you will probably run out of ammo quickly because it's a 6 burst gun after all. So definitely run scavenger. Since I am a person that flies a lot, I like to run afterburner with this thing. It's honestly good. I love running afterburner with this thing. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say. Don't shoot UAVs with this. Only shoot counter UAVs. You'll get 100 points, and you'll be very good. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I would say the next video will be about something I did good on Black Ops 3. I don't know. I'll probably do something similar to that. Anyway, bye bye.